Whoa, whoa, ActMan, chill! Whoa, 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 hold on! It's just Call of Duty, man!
This is the ActMan.
It's Call of Duty!
And today,
Relax.
we're gonna be doing a Call of Duty
gosh.
tier list.
Relax.
Holy crap, that shit hurt my nose. Level 6, going light. So, yeah.
Bro, I mean, that would hurt any schnauzer, let me tell you.
Yes, this is part of my
That's a
New
huge
Year's type
goggles,
resolutions
bro.
where I'm going to be experimenting with different types of videos and just letting go of that fear.
I want to know where you're
making
putting
something,
ghosts,
that
man.
I don't
That's what I
normally
want to
make. I've put together this amazing tier list with great care.
I
The
better
catch
see
is,
some
I'm
W
gonna be
opinions.
doing it with these goggles on. So without further
Oh, bro, this ain't gonna be good. Modern Warfare is already going to S tier.
let's go.
Let's get into this.
Going ghost. I'm gonna be judging these based on like their own.
I'm out here asking, where's Call of Duty Ghosts? ActMan's done it justice already, baby.
overall impact on the series, just how fun they were.
Okay, I think this came out the year Vanguard came out. So, you know the tier below that says Vanguard.
How engaging the campaigns were, how addicting and fun the
man.
multiplayer is, and how enjoyable the zombies were, if it had any, or Spec Ops. So
Okay.
as you can see, I've
So he's rating all three modes, making it fair like a tier list ranker.
assembled every
Love
single
that.
Call of Duty. Now,
Oh, he's got the SS tier.
truth be
Sheesh.
told, I haven't played 1 Finest Hour, 2 Big Red 1, or 3 in...
Honestly, I have watched enough of these tier lists that at one point, I'm also going to move my webcam down here. At one point, I'm going to freaking watch and play all these old games.
a millennium.
You know?
So, the game
let me
that
put it
started
down
it all,
even
you know what,
lower.
let's just put that right in B tier. Finest Hour.
Again, I genuinely don't care where you place these. I
Go and
have never
see,
played
you know,
the first
just a
three
little
CODs.
side game. Call of Duty 2, I'll also put in B.
Yeah.
And, you know, just for being another ripoff, Big Red 1 will go in C tier.
I
Call of Duty
have
3,
no idea.
however, is going...
So, okay, so what I have noticed is that COD 3 is Treyarch's first title, I think. And it's not a good one, because everybody dogs on COD 3. Why,
straight to E, because that campaign is just not very good.
Oh, dang. Oh,
And,
that
if
looks
you played it on the Wii
rough.
like I did, you were probably traumatized for life.
Bro played it on the Wii. Okay, understandable. Have a nice day.
Now, here's where we get into the good shit, all right?
Yeah. COD 4 to me is like Nocturne Totem. If you place the first good like experience in bad, then everything else should be also below it. You know, it just doesn't make sense if you put this one in bad. I don't get why you would.
Modern
Okay,
Warfare.
ActMan.
How can we
Come
put
on.
this
A,
anywhere
A or
but
B?
SS tier,
Okay,
baby? And let
see, this I respect. This is the opposite of what I said. This is like you put the first as the GOAT, and then everything is underneath it. That makes sense to me.
me tell you
So,
why. This game
I
revolutionized
respect it.
first-person shooters.
It did.
It created the
It
whole
did.
addicting customization, satisfying
Yeah, create a
gameplay,
class.
and it just told a kick-ass
campaign.
story. So
Yeah.
there you go. I don't need to do a review of Modern Warfare, right? Everyone cool with that? Honestly, there's nowhere else to put it because this is pretty much where most people discovered the COD series. This
Yeah.
is when it became
People rate this game too low, and it's because people now are spoiled with like 5 billion different FPS games. Nah, man, COD 4 did it first.
household name, or at
Yeah.
least started down that path. Well,
Yeah.
as having just amazing mission and level designs, Modern Warfare deserves the SS
It deserves
tier.
it. Yeah, I agree. 100%. Oh, okay. World at War. This is where it's gonna get controversial because I know
World
I've
at War.
I've talked with ActMan a lot, and his opinions on zombies specifically has changed through the years. And I mean, this is almost a 3-year-old video by
A
now.
little bit more tricky.
But I'm curious,
I feel
where's
like
World
the,
at War gonna
the
be?
hit detection and aiming in World at War was just a bit off. Story wasn't as tight as COD
Yeah.
4, but definitely
Treyarch was finding their footing
had
for
some
sure.
bright spots. I'll be
Yeah.
honest, I feel a bit uncomfortable not being like super prepared for this and just fuck it, record. Yeah, I mean, World at War is a solid game, but
It's a
don't
great
think
game, though.
I can put it in the SS tier. I'm
Sheesh.
gonna have to do
A?
A tier, and let me.
Honestly, Actman, this is a very respectable list because I honestly thought you were going to put it lower. But you know what? The respect for World at War and COD 4 is very much appreciated. OG GOAT.
Tell you why, okay?
Yeah.
Grenade spam in this game is unlike any other
PTSD in the campaign mode of World at War would be like
Call of Duty you've ever played.
Yeah.
It should. Oh my
Yeah.
God! There's the spam. Oh my God!
World of
And the
Grenades.
hit detection is very weird in World at War. For those
Yeah.
two reasons, Your Honor, I play.
It's even weird in zombies, and that's why I agree. Like, just like the way Treyarch was finding their footing, it really wasn't until BO1 where, to me personally, they hit that SS type of title. Like,
It's
that
in
was
A tier, which is still very
yeah,
respectable.
A. I respect it. That's a
Modern
good
Warfare
spot.
2.
Put it in S, man. Bro, this is what I'm saying, bro. People forget the cultural impact these games had. They go back and they're like, oh, I didn't like noob tubing. Oh, put it in C. Bro, the impact of MW2 was larger than anything except Fortnite. You know? It was huge. Yeah.
All right, sorry. The introduction me just escaped.
It has to be SS.
Realistically, Modern Warfare 2's campaign is still damn good. The multiplayer, though, this is when I straight up just...
See, I think people just look back on it and just look at the negative aspects now. It's not even rose-tinted glasses anymore.
got
Man.
addicted
It's
to
still
Call of Duty.
goated,
I've
bro.
said it in my
I put it
review,
right
man,
next to
I
COD
don't care
4.
how busted and broken it was. I have so many fond memories.
Same.
Well, and bad ones,
That's
too.
what makes it so
Frustrating
good.
memories, but
Yeah.
when I look back on it, it's just such a outlandish first-person shooter. Just the
got
amount
some
of
text in
crazy
that.
builds and shit you could do in that game.
I know.
Everything was overpowered. Spec Ops
You cannot tell me that the map design in Modern Warfare 2, at least in multiplayer, is, if not the best map design ever still to this day in Call of Duty. Like, look at a map and how you traverse in a map like High Rise compared to, like, a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 map. Like, not the OG one, the new one. And you're just sitting there like, this ain't the same. Even though they literally have the same maps in them, it's just not what the original delivered, bro. I wish they made more maps like how Modern Warfare 2 maps were stylized.
2 was pretty kick-ass. You know,
It was
Modern
amazing,
Warfare 2
though.
pretty much defined the generation of Call of Duties, for better
100%.
or worse, and really
For
sent
better,
it
I
towards
say.
this, like, we're cool and we know it kind of...
For worse, I would say would be Modern Warfare 2019. Because that was where Warzone took the boom, and then now everybody's just not interested in Warzone. At least most people.
identity that it has now.
Yeah. I mean, bro,
Whereas, you know,
seeing
COD 4 and
those
World at War, they're
cinematics
just
are
like,
insane.
we are here to portray war. You know, humble attitude.
That's so true.
This is tough, though.
Yeah.
Can I put Modern Warfare 2?
Modern Warfare 2 is honestly more modern than the first one, which, I mean, technically makes sense, but I would say, like, the cultural impact of Modern Warfare 2 felt more modern than what the first one did. I mean, also, my very first Call of Duty game ever was
in
MW2.
the SS category?
Yeah.
Does one-man army and commando
Yes!
and danger close?
Yes!
Can I...
Yes, it does, man, because they don't make COD games like this anymore. Look at the last 5 Call of Duty and try and tell me if you can find anything as powerful as these 3 perks. You can't. Yes! That's right, baby!
One last loose end.
Let's go, Axeman! Yeah, baby! No, literally, see, Axeman and I we're 2 peas in a pod right here. Just the way we think, it's just, it's just incredible, man. I respect that. Okay, BO1
Into
though.
Black Rocks. Well, I consider the multiplayer to be a step down from
What's
MW2's. It still kicked ass. Maps weren't as great or expansive and big with all those hidden areas. Hit
Yeah.
detection was still off for a lot of weapons, but when this
My man's tier list is jiggling. Do you see that?
came
What
out,
the heck
man,
is going on?
I just hopped right back into it. Got to like 6th prestige or something. I love the
Sheesh.
customization.
I honestly did not play enough Black Ops multiplayer because I was so obsessed with zombies. Like, zombies on Black Ops 1 as like an 11-year-old child was just so captivating. I literally like played it every single day.
the
It was
wager
insane.
matches and zombies. Zombies is the
Oh.
best in Black Ops. It's probably
Exactly.
my favorite. Not
Exactly.
gonna lie. With all the DLC and extra maps,
Yeah.
man. At least from a class.
Black Ops 1 from a classical standpoint. I still think if BO3 didn't release both Chronicles and the Steam Workshop, BO1 Zombies to me would be better than BO3. But there's just too many options now in BO3 that it has to be the GOAT.
perspective. And the campaign.
Yeah.
The campaign
Oh.
is SS tier for sure.
100%, yeah.
You know what?
Put it in the
Alex
SS tier.
Mason,
Put it in the SS
no
tier.
Dragovich,
You know where to put it,
I
Actman.
can't forget these guys, man. Black Ops,
Come
you
on.
deserve SS tier.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is why he the GOAT, man. Nah, seriously. All of the placements so far, absolutely respectable. And yes, thank you, God, that someone recognizes how amazing the Black Ops 1 campaign is. How incredible it is. So good. MW3 put it in A.
Here's a spicy one, boys and girls.
I'm curious where he's
because
going to put this
My initial
one.
impressions of Modern Warfare 3 when it came out were pretty bad. I was like,
I agree.
This is just like Modern Warfare 2. You know, it was so hard to
It didn't have that same flavor and extraness that Black Ops did. It just felt like you were going back to play Modern Warfare 2 DLC. It's so true.
differentiate it from the previous games, and that was when I fell off the series for a few years.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
It was still a
and
good game.
Big but
It's
at
still a
that.
good game.
When I replayed it and reviewed it, I
It's still a
ended
good
up
game.
really loving it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, did I love it because it was like Modern Warfare 2 but different, or because I mostly missed out on it back when it launched, and I felt that nostalgia.
That's a great question. So I played MW3 during its life cycle. To be honest, I just went back and played Black Ops 1 Zombies. So maybe my opinion's not the best to hear out, but to be honest, I agree. It felt like it was lacking something, which is why I went back to previous titles.
To this day, I'm not very sure, but that's why I went with the mediocre review.
Yeah.
It has a extremely
It's good and bad.
satisfying campaign.
Yeah,
the
great
Spec
campaign.
Ops was also a lot better with
Spec Ops was good.
survival mode.
Yeah, the MW3 survival, I would say this is more akin to Zombies, obviously, because it has like waves and rounds. And honestly, it was fun. I played it, but it's just not as good as Zombies, for
That
sure.
kicked ass, and you
Yeah.
didn't have to wait a whole year to play it.
True,
Hey,
true.
imagine that.
Yeah, could you
I
imagine?
gotta be true to my heart here, folks.
Could you imagine?
Modern Warfare 3 is going beat.
I respect this so hard. Yes, yes, yes. Every time we talk about MW3, I always say it's not as good as the originals, but it's still a good game. And I even respect it harder that he put this in B below World at War. Because yes, World at War is a better game. It just has more options. World at War has customs too? Custom zombies?
Tier.
I mean, come on. Come on. This ain't even a debate.
When the enemy steals the keys.
SS.
Black Ops 2.
SS.
Ooh,
Actman.
This is definitely
Actman.
my favorite.
This is the last SS game, though. There's no other SS game that should be here. I always say this. Black Ops 3, yes, while I think it's SS and Zombies, the campaign dogged that game to an A tier for the rest of its life.
Story
You know?
in the series. And again, it was a game that I totally missed out on
Put
when
it
it
in
first came
SS,
out.
bro.
I didn't get to experience the
Come on.
multiplayer as much, but even playing it with friends online in custom lobbies is pretty kick-ass.
It's a great experience. And the multiplayer
Zombies.
maps...
Ugh. No,
Listen, I like Zombies because every map felt different. Sure, some were better than others. It wasn't as consistent as Black Ops 1. But the flavor, man, that's why I play these games. That flavor,
no, this
BO2
ain't
had
it,
it.
Chief, for zombies.
It's
This
true,
is
though.
not where you want to play zombies.
Most casuals don't like BO2. It's true.
Difficult. Very
Oh,
difficult.
no. He's going to put it
Great
below
now.
S.
It's all here. But where to put you? Judging it overall, man,
A at least. A at least.
Zombies takes it down. You know what? It's A tier.
Oh,
Black Ops
okay.
2, A tier, baby.
Okay, I personally think BO2 is another SS title. I respect him putting it down, but just the iconicism of BO2 and how peak this was during its cultural impact moment. Oh my gosh. There's no Call of Duty to this day, in my opinion, that peaked as hard as BO2. Except maybe BO3 Zombies. But again, that's not the whole game,
Maybe.
right? Like, out of all my experiences, the SSS tier is BO3 Zombies. The SS tier, BO2 as a whole, right? So
Now we got Ghosts, man. Oof. Hard times. 2013
Put that
was
right
a
in the bottom.
bad year for gaming,
Put that-
let me tell
it
you.
was a
Combined
rough
with the
year.
original Xbox One
Xbox, yeah, E3 that year, that was a dumpster fire. That
announcement.
Microsoft is still paying for the freaking mistakes that they made in 2013. In 2024.
The focus on
What
dog
the?
models.
One of the
Yeah.
fascinating new additions to your squad is a dog.
Ghosts Legacy
Woo!
is what it is, man.
Yeah.
You get your
Amen.
own tier. And let me just explain why. Story got off.
No, legitimately, like anybody that like puts this game in rose tinted glasses, I'm just like, where were you like in the last 10 years? Like, did you just pick up this game? Sure. Extinction, I can see it can be fun. It can be fun to grind. But it reminds me of like something like the newest MW3, where you play it, and you play it, and you're just like, you get to this point where you're just like, why am I even playing this? It's not even fun. Like,
Villain.
I don't like that.
Hell. Characters
True.
just as boring.
Rourke.
Level
even
design
remember
just
his name.
not enjoyable at all.
oh,
At the
MP's
very
maps
least,
are
you gotta
horrid.
have an enjoyable multiplayer. And to
Yeah.
be honest, every Call of Duty does have something to offer in the multiplayer, but Ghosts offers the least, without a doubt. You know, I did really... the perk system was actually really cool, and I'd love to see something like that return. But
The thoughts and the ideas were present in this game. That's why I will always put this game above Vanguard. Vanguard just didn't even try. They just threw that all out the window. This game at least tried. An alien mode first time in zombies when many people on the internet were asking for that. Absolutely. Also, is that Noah J456?
Extinction...
Yes, it is.
with just one map, and it's just super linear, not
What's up,
very
my man, Noah J?
replayable.
How's it
Yeah,
going?
Ghosts, you get your own tier, okay? Here's where
Yeah,
we're gonna fill
I
in,
respect
some of
this.
these empty spots here. Advanced.
No, it's so true because the beginning was peak, the Ghost was a dumpster fire, and then the rest have been literally clawing its way up from Call of Duty Ghosts and trying to get to the peak of Black Ops 1 and Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 2, and they're looking up and you're like, I'll never get there. The modern system, the operators are weighing us down.
Warfare.
You know?
I just realized my voice. I feel like I'm losing my voice right now.
I literally
Advanced
heard it
Warfare
mid-recording.
Really
Oh my
is
goodness.
forgettable. I mean, the only thing
Yeah.
it's known for at this point is Kevin Spacey. I mean, nobody's going back to replay Advanced
And not for good reasons.
Warfare
Yeah.
because they fondly remember
Very
the
sad.
campaign and the characters. Fuck, I can't even remember their names. The main one was
Honestly, Advanced Warfare, partly I dislike more than Ghosts in a lot of ways because this game was just, I can't believe that game is 10 years old this year and it's still so bad.
because I edited that part in my video.
Yeah, no,
That's the
this
only
game was
reason I
not
know
it.
it.
Let me tell you.
The fact that I genuinely can't remember much about what actually happens in Advanced Warfare, despite Call of Duty being an annual franchise where older games become outdated, I genuinely believe that even the old Call of Duties can still be fun when you go back and replay them. But Advanced Warfare doesn't have a nostalgic appeal, and it doesn't.
I agree. Even though it's 10 years old at this point, there's no nostalgic appeal to it because it's just straight dog water. Like, there's actually nothing enjoyable about me going back. Like, Exo Zombies is absolutely not a fun experience every time I go back. The MP literally gives me a headache. And the campaign once was enough. You know?
have a fun appeal. It's just
Oh, man.
bad.
I agree.
Trash.
I agree.
Our-
And then they did it again with IW, which I do think was a better attempt. And now the thing about IW is that they're just too scared to come back to the futuristic setting.
Right, we got a middle of the
I
road
don't want
game
them
here
to be
with
scared.
Black Ops 3.
BO3,
Now,
I
this is
know,
when I actually
man.
started getting back into Call of Duty, and
Okay.
I had a lot of fun with the multiplayer.
I can't lie. Every time I look at BO3 MP, I'm like, this game is goated, man. MP and zombies in this game were fire. Literally incredible. Some of the most iconic maps I remember from Modern Warfare 2 and BO3. Zombies, phenomenal. The campaign is the only freaking terrible thing about this game. And you're going to notice that's a theme with Jason Mundell's video games that he published.
Player in Black Ops 3, I will say that. The movement, it was a fun experiment in this game. It wasn't the most fleshed out. Titanfall 2 kicks this game's fucking ass, but it was
100%. Very well
a
said.
neat little gimmick for a one.
And it's funny because Titanfall's 2 director, Vince Zampella, made the GOAT Call of Duty games. So I wonder why Titanfall 2 is a better game than Advanced Warfare and also all the futuristic titles like BO3 and stuff. But, however, I do think Zombies is still great, you know.
game. And, Advanced Warfare's movement was just unnecessarily complicated.
Yeah, I agree.
This was a
It
bit
was
more streamlined,
ridiculous.
I had a lot of fun
BL3's
with the
movement's
weapons.
way
I
better.
liked the way
Yeah.
the score streaks worked and how much points you could rack up. I
Yeah.
kicked some ass in this game, man. And the
BL3's
zombies, man.
great.
A lot of people think Black Ops 3 has the best zombies with all the DLC, and I could totally agree with that. I mean, overall package, if you want the customization, the classic zombies feel, and the new zombies feel, Black Ops 3 has it all. Even though I hate the gobblegums as a concept, it does.
Oh, you can't be saying that to me. You can't be saying that to me like that. Nah, man. With Gobblegums coming back this year, whoo, am I excited. Am I excited for it to be microtransaction based? No, I am not.
Offer players control over how they play,
No,
which
I'm
is
not.
cool, but at the same time it's monetized, so kind of fuck it, you know.
Yeah,
But holy
true,
shit, man,
true.
replaying all these old maps and being able to level up, unlock new weapons.
See,
and
it's funny because Advanced Warfare is older than BL3, but I feel more nostalgia for BL3 than I ever will Advanced Warfare. And that is the difference between making a quality product and a product.
attachments. Zombies A+, multiplayer
Yeah.
C, campaign trash. Black
Yeah. I think multiplayer to me is also an A because I mean, I was somebody who was obviously buying the microtransactions at the time. I enjoyed being able to get the weapons and use them. It was so much fun. It's just, yeah, I understand why people don't put it in SS tier or even A. Like, this is a fair rating of BO3 as a whole. But if we were to just put zombies in MP, it's an easy A.
Black Ops 3,
Easy.
you are middle of the road, my man.
Yeah.
Infinite
Unfortunate
Warfare.
to see it, though. Like, that's what people know IW as. I guarantee you half the people that know Infinite Warfare didn't even play the game. They just watched the trailer.
Well, campaign is actually surprisingly good, despite
It
all the
is.
controversy.
It
which
is a
even
good
to this day,
campaign.
dude. When I
Yes.
look at the cover of Infinite Warfare, I think drama. I just think drama.
Literally, I know, right? Like, literally just looking at this, this was the 2016 title. Even though 2016 and 2017 were amazing years for me personally, wow, they were terrible years for Call of Duty.
And everybody hates that. Now,
Yeah.
the zombies wasn't half bad. I did enjoy it the few times I played
Space
it,
Line
but
was
at the same
phenomenal.
time, it wasn't so good that I wanted to keep going back.
The problem with IWs was just the DLC and the content updates in this game because I think it failed because it didn't have the casual audience fueling the microtransactions in multiplayer. And so as a result, zombies then also suffered because of it.
Multiplayer is straight garbage. It's almost
Yeah.
unplayable for me. But the campaign it's good.
It's a great
good
campaign.
campaign.
Yeah.
You know what? Infinite Warfare gotta put you in D though, man.
Yeah.
You don't offer much that can't be found.
I always think IW should always be below BO3, no matter what, even though it's like quite the opposite. Like, this had great MP zombies. This had good campaign, not great MP, and all right zombies. So I agree
In
with
other
this.
games.
Yeah. ActMan, let's go, man. Well, overall place pick so far, I have to say. Very
Oh,
good
COD World
considering
War II.
each of the
I owe
spectrums
this game
of the
some
game.
thanks for my channel being where it is. This is really exploded.
Because the game's so bad. That is just so sad that is becoming a common thing now. People aren't becoming popular off of a game because it was a good game. It's quite the opposite now.
There
'Cause
is
it's
not
just
much
so bad.
I like about COD World War II. From lazy map design
is
to
embarrassing.
uninspired zombies mode with characters.
Listen, again, Final Reich, goated. Incredible zombies map. People do not give this map enough love. The rest of the DLC, yeah.
That just have all these sexual grunts
True.
to
And jump scares. I agree. The ambience of World War II was mid.
Saving Private Ryan, the video game
It
type
was.
story and campaign.
Yeah.
It is not only cliche, but it's derivative,
Yeah.
boring.
Overplayed, and I would even say disrespectful. And if they ever bring back World War II game again, I'm just gonna publicly caca on it because nobody cares.
In fact, the only thing it really has going for it is being the newest World War II video game in the series.
Legit.
You guys know how I feel if you.
And it's unbelievably sad that statement he just said has aged poorly because Vanguard came out. Like, I wish I could go back in time tell ActMan there's another one and it's even worse.
You don't be surprised when COD World War II ends up in the trash.
Again, very respectable pick, but the reality of the
Black
situation
Ops
just makes
4,
it that much
again,
funnier.
pretty controversial, but no campaign equals no good. I doubt even like 0.05% of people played through the specialist.
I remember playing the specialist stuff at the pre-reveal event of Black Ops 4, and there was only one other guy at the event that played through it, and him and I looked at each other, and we just said, "How was it?" And he was like, I kid you not, this is what he said. He's like, "That was the worst thing I've ever played." And bro got invited out to play this. Can you believe it, man? Oh
HQ
my gosh.
multiplayer is,
That's
I'd say it's
hilarious.
below average. I mean, the maps just got so tiring and boring. Really, I played Black Ops 4 for the zombies for the most part, and Blackout. You know what? Blackout was kick-ass. I loved that mode.
I respect the Blackout Riz. Please delete this video. I'm never gonna say that word again. I respect the Blackout love because Blackout's love is deserved. I've touted about why this mode could have been as big as Warzone so many times already.
You know, based on all the time I spent playing it and how much fun I had with friends, it was really the first and only battle royale game that I've really dived into and sunk a lot of hours into. So you know what, Black Ops 4.
It came out when battle royales were actually starting to peak. It was just before the overall peak. It is just literally so sad that this amazing battle royale was locked behind a $70 console game. Activision, like, Black Ops 4 is the proof that Activision was behind in the gaming industry. Every time I look at this game, I'm like, yeah, this is the definitive proof.
I'm gonna put you in C tier, all right?
Yeah.
Personally, I enjoyed
Next to BL3 is shocking, but I respect it.
a lot of the changes to the zombies. I felt like it added a lot of uniqueness that was sorely missing from the mode. Yeah, I
true.
could enjoy it a lot more than previous games.
Yeah, it's...
The rules have changed.
It's just unfortunate because literally this game, in my opinion, honestly, Modern Warfare 2019 did worse things to Call of Duty than Black Ops 4. Genuinely. Because sure, Black Ops 4 was one bad year. We are still suffering after Modern Warfare 2019. Almost 5 years later of just Modern Warfare copy and pasted games that are just not as good as the original. Like, this game's success was almost a curse, bro.
Modern Warfare 2019. Well, campaign is kick-ass. Saw the return of a lot of fan-favorite characters, even though they were voiced by different people.
It's weird because whenever they started Trilogy, this is a common thing I noticed. They go all in on the first game. They put all their assets in, all their best talent. The first game's amazing. Then as the games go on, they like slowly chip away at the talent, or people just realize, oh, I don't need to be here now. I'll just dip. And then by the end of the game, like, Modern Warfare is great, right? By the end, in Modern Warfare 3, people are like, this game is trash. Like, the campaign's like 2 hours, dog.
You know, the guy that voiced Captain Price did
It's
a kick-ass
embarrassing.
job.
Where do we draw the line, sir? You draw the line wherever you need it, Sergeant.
I feel like Price's character, even from this first game, is so disrespected by the end of the third game. It's so embarrassing.
End of the day, someone has to make the enemy scared of the dark.
The multiplayer, I was in love
Yeah.
with it for a while, but it just had so many balancing issues, man. And the maps really were divisive. At times, I could have a lot of fun with them, and other times, I'd just be getting slaughtered. The Spec Ops mode was total dog shit, man. It was...
Hallelujah! That's absolutely true, brother. Like, it is also the saddest thing about this game, because what's unbelievable is that Zombies could be in a much better spot if Zombies was just placed in this game. They were originally going to do that. This game was also originally supposed to be Advanced Warfare 2, by the way. Didn't happen. Then it was going to happen for Modern Warfare 2. Didn't happen. Then it was going to happen for Modern Warfare 3. Didn't happen. Is it ever going to happen? Nope.
probably the worst
Just
side
embarrassing.
mode in any Call of Duty I've ever played. It was genuinely that bad.
I literally saw one person upload footage of it on my Twitter feed, and I was like, yep, never again.
The gunsmith
was
was
bad.
pretty revolutionary, I'll give it that.
I hate Gunsmith. I hate dealing with 100 different grips and 100 different grips that are also from bundles that I will never purchase.
And people seem to be enjoying Warzone, but I got totally kicked out of all my progressions for some bullshit reason. So Modern Warfare 2019,
For what reason, Ackman?
it's tough. It's tough. I gotta go
Please.
C tier.
This is literally like Actman ranked these CODs like he predicted the future, bro. It's insane because if he were to rank any more of the new Modern Warfares, I feel like they would all be in either D tier, E tier, garbage tier, or Vanguard tier. So
Here, middle of the road,
I don't know
awesome
what
and
to tell
bad.
you. Yeah. It's so true. It had good elements, but ultimately ruined the identity of Call of Duty as we know it.
At last, Black Ops Cold War. Now, quick update. Unfortunately, after this, the story...
I'm curious where he's going to put Black Ops Cold War. Because, yes, he hated it at first, but I think out of all the new modern games, none of them are incredible, but Cold War is closer to the top now because Treyarch is still going.
Takes a complete nosedive, and
Yeah.
it's not the writing, it's... What in fuck's name am I looking at? Cold War has completely stopped crashing on me, and now it's a much more enjoyable experience
Let's
after
go.
everything has been ironed out and more content added. You know, Modern Warfare 2 had problems for a long time, and so did Cold War. However,
The Cold War like launch bugs were nowhere near as bad as Vanguard, and also nowhere near as bad as some of the other games.
the campaign is just so kick-ass, man. You know, it's tied...
That's why we freaking love Treyarch, baby. Let's go, man. Like, nobody's as goated as they are
with
when it
Black
comes
Ops
to
2 for my
production.
favorite campaign in the series. Russell...
Like, I have to agree. The last campaign I enjoyed was this one. I did not enjoy Modern Warfare 3's. Modern Warfare 2's was all right. Vanguard, I don't want to think about.
Adler is... God, I am such a fanboy. And now, I
Dude.
haven't spent enough time...
Every iconic scene from Call of Duty recently has come from Cold War. I literally just tweeted out a meme on Twitter that got like 100,000 likes, and it's literally the end where Adler reveals himself as the villain. Spoiler alert. I'm sorry. It's been like 5 years. Let's just relax. But literally, like, it has iconic moments because Treyarch knows how to write. And I like, even in his negative review, he said it wasn't even that the writing was bad, and it's because the writing is always good at Treyarch, man. Craig Houston is goated. He knows what he's doing. You know, there's still a lot of OG writers also from these older games.
time
So,
with the zombies, but it,
I'm not even
it's
shocked.
all right. Tell you what, I'm gonna move Modern Warfare up to B
I disrespect this decision.
tier. It gets promoted. Cold War going to C tier. You know, those crashes, man. Here's the thing, guys.
I also like kind of respect that he just put BO3, 4, and Cold War on the same tier. Because I'm gonna be honest, like, in a way, you can also rank these based on the amount of game time you have in each game. And I would say across 3, 4, and Cold War, at least personally as a YouTuber, I have almost the same amount of hours on each of them. Except for BO3 with customs. That's a little bit cheating. But take out customs, it's about the same.
The initial experience matters so much because it sets the precedent
Launches
for
everything.
how I'm going to experience the game moving forward. If the
100%.
game crashes 40 times on me, every time I boot it up, it's fucking stressful. I'm like,
It's true.
I'm going to be able to play one game and then
Yeah.
there you have it.
Modern Call of Duty.
This is my final
Actman,
tier list.
I gotta give
Alright?
it to you.
Take a good long look.
I think your tier list honestly could be maybe even better than Allier's. I know I gave Allier the perfect rating, but this is almost so perfect. Like, I respect these decisions so much because you can obviously tell that this man has played every game. He's not just like, oh, I started in Cold War. You know, I'm going to put it in S tier. But ladies and gentlemen, Actman, absolutely legendary video. I'm liking it. I'm subbing. It's been an absolute pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, and I will see y'all in that next one, baby.